Yu moved through the void at an unbelievable speed, leaving behind a streak of dazzling golden light that tore through the silent cosmos like a shooting star. Anne's voice rang in his ear. You this strong? Who would dare provoke you? What kind of creature is that? He widened his eyes, staring at Yu as he asked. Then before Yu could answer, Anne grinned and said eagerly, Let me help you smash it to pieces. Yu frowned, his face darkening as he uttered the name of the being threatening his homeland, the Great Emperor. Anne suddenly became agitated. He stared at Yu, shouting, What did you just say? Thinking of that being, Anne couldn't suppress his emotions and roar, The Great Emperor again. It's the lackey of Heaven's Tao. Catching the key point in Anne's words, Yu narrowed his eyes and asked coldly, A lackey of Heaven's Tao? As memories resurfaced, he frowned slightly, suspicion rising in his mind. Could it be the same Heaven's Tao a glimpse? Fast memories. Before he could think further, a voice asked, How did you even end up in conflict with it? Yu stared ahead and replied, It's a long story. In short, with my current strength, I can't face it head on yet. After speaking, he turned his gaze toward the figure flying behind him and asked, You know it? The figure answered honestly. Know it, he said casually. I know it better than anyone. I fought it countless times. I've left more wounds on its body than I can remember. Thinking of the Great Emperor, he continued. On the other hand, it broke plenty of my wings, too. Recalling that battle, he spoke with a hint of bitterness. Our fight lasted an entire year. It destroyed over half a star system. Lowering his gaze, he muttered, After so many years of slumber and recovery, I never thought my first battle upon waking would be with it again. Maybe this is fate. Yu continued cutting through the void. Leaving a streak of golden light behind him, he spoke softly. It's been over 7 months since I left Earth. It took nearly 5 months to get here then. With my current speed, I'll be back within a week. His eyes narrowed, turning razor sharp. Great Emperor, I am coming. At that same moment, on Earth, a swarm of void creatures poured out from a spatial rift, roaring and surging forward with bloodthirsty battle cries. Countless exotic beasts filled the skies. From the colossal insect hides, wave after wave of insectoids emerged. The insect princess and the royal insect watched closely from nearby, monitoring their movements. White tiger and shadow tiger roared fiercely, baring their fangs. Golden ant led his kin, flying through the rift. The bold demon and other beasts glared toward the distance. In no time, an army of beasts had assembled in formation within the void, their eyes filled with murderous intent. With determination for the battle to come, warships soared in formation toward a single direction. The captain's faces grim. They stared at the massive rift ahead. One of them gritted his teeth and growled, So it's finally coming. A blinding surge of spiritual power suddenly exploded in the void, illuminating the darkness as the energy condensed into a form. A colossal foot stepped onto the void itself. Mindtails, her expression grave as she gazed ahead, had manifested her spiritual energy into physical form. Across from the beast army, a gigantic spatial fissure appeared, and the Great Emperor's massive head emerged from within. The enemy has appeared. The ship captain roared, his face pale as he watched the towering figure. Seeing the Great Emperor's colossal size, his voice trembled. It's enormous, bigger than a planet itself. It's coming straight for us. The Great Emperor strode through the rift, his deep roar echoing through the void. A deafening roar shook the heavens from the exotic tree in space, making Nine Tails flinch. Sound waves rolled violently through the void. The insect princess cried out in shock, Our formation, it's broken. The Great Emperor's eyes narrowed dangerously. I can't sense its spiritual aura on this planet. Where has it gone? Standing across from him, Nine Tails replied calmly, My master will be here soon. Until then, I'll fight you. With that, she shouted, Attack. The insect swarm, led by the royal insect, roared, Charge. White tiger bellowed savagely, while golden ant's eyes blazed with crimson light, brimming with battle intent. The badger and golden monkey howled as they rushed ahead. Inside the warships, the captain yelled, Fire. Instantly, all ships unleashed a storm of energy blasts toward the Great Emperor. The void trembled under the onslaught. The Great Emperor's expression turned dark, his eyes narrowing. A week later, in a region of shattered asteroids deep in the void, a rift suddenly tore open. Yu stepped out slowly. We've arrived. Standing atop a drifting asteroid, he surveyed the star system before him, a puzzled look on his face. Since when did this solar system have another planet? And spoke up. Hey kid, something feels off. Yu's expression turned icy as he looked back. Behind him, several grotesque creatures coiled around the sun itself. Anne's voice echoed faintly. We're too late. Yu Zayu's face darkened, his voice turning as cold as frost. That is the sun.